the first interview series with Blanq, and I hope you are having a good time. So let's quickly jump to the questions, and you can start by speaking about yourself.
Hi, I'm Komal Palresha. I work in Blanq as a graphic designer, and I've been associated with Blanq for more than a year. I started out as an intern, and now my college is also over, but I'm in the company yet. So, yes, this is about me.
Do you want to talk about your previous position and current position?
Actually, Blanq was one of the starting companies because I was in college, and whatever I did was like 1 month, 2 months internships. As a graphic designer, I think this was the first company itself. Before Blanq, I also worked in a few companies. It was more like publications or working on presentations, all of that. But working on hardcore graphic design work, Blanq was the first one. So everything was very new for me. There were so many things that I hadn't done before, which I got to explore in Blanq.
Okay, amazing. Sounds good, and we'll speak about it later. So let's start by knowing Komal. What initially attracted you to Blanq, and how did you make up your mind to join Blanq? What was your process like?
So honestly speaking, Blanq just happened by chance. I I didn't know a lot about Blanq, or that I want to work in this company only. It was a time when I was also new to applying to positions or as an intern, and I had applied to so many other companies, and so I got a call from Blanq, and then the interview was on call. So I remember ma'am taking like a detailed interview, and I think that call itself gave me a hint that okay, the process is going to be nice, detailed, structured. So it was like a positive thing. And Blanq I joined when the summer internship was a compulsory part of college. I had the thought that it's 1 month internship, summer internship. I'm going to join for 1 month, but it elongated over a year.
I think
So
more
this
than a
just
year now.
happened, yeah, more than a year.
Okay, amazing. So I hope you had a great time again. So can you share, Komal, some memorable experiences or achievements you've had during your tenure here?
So actually, all the projects were an achievement because out of college, here this was something which was actually going out in the world. So it was new for me too. So initially, everything was so new and everything felt like an achievement, be it social media posts. But talking about a specific thing, probably like in the start, there was this digital cover that we had to do, and I thought, okay, it's something fun and different. But when we actually went into the process, out of like 100 options, that one got selected. But it was an experience. Got to learn so many things that we don't learn in college, but we experience when we actually step into the industry. Similarly, there were so many projects, like I worked on so many branding, social media things, and so much more. So I think everything has been an achievement.
Okay. Do you want to talk about any specific project that you love?
Probably Clio, because I worked on that from the start till the end, right from the very small detailings to actually completing the brand.
So
I
what was the
knew,
project about? And like which
yeah,
industry? What was the project about?
this Clio was a new brand which was starting up into the activewear industry. So activewear and fashion clothing was again like a new industry that I was working into. So studying that industry first, and then knowing those trends, then knowing about the brand, what it stands for, then coming up with logo options, and other branding materials, everything, and then making the portfolio also for it. So this was the entire process from the beginning till the end. So it was an activewear industry. Yeah.
So which part of the project, if I may ask, did you love the most? Because I also know a bit, like I was involved in the process. It was a fun experience for both of us because I think we researched a lot, and in those
Hmm.
research processes, we found a few brands which really became the core of our research process. So I think we till
Yeah.
now do research on those brands. So what
Hmm.
do you think is more important? Do you think like as a graphic designer research was more important for you, or like did what did you learn in this whole process of designing the branding for Clio?
Definitely research, because the method that we followed here, I have never done that method before. Like I didn't even know about it. There were so many things, like before in college, for example, we used to do a research, but it would be like a quick thing, like 1 hour, 2 hour thing. But I've never spent like a few days on research. And that detailed research helps so much. Like it just gave us such a clear view of what we wanted. Uh, be it right things, wrong things, we knew that okay, this is wrong, so we won't take this. This is right, so we know which path to take. So I think research, I think I enjoyed the most. And after that, like I've been loving research. So I think research, very crucial part, and it helped us a lot.
I think I would agree because if I look at you now, like in your 1 year tenure, uh, you've grown to become one of the strongest team members in the domain of research. And like be it a campaign, be it a branding project, be it something very out of the blue concept, be it guidelines that we make for internal SOPs. I think research is something that has uh, helped you understand the whole uh, area or domain a lot, and you've grown to excel that. So I think I would
Yeah.
agree with that. Um,
Yeah.
Sounds great. Let's move to the next question. How has your role evolved, Komal, since you first started? And what have you learned along the way?
So I just knew my position would be as a graphic designer. I didn't know under that what I would be doing. I just stepped in, okay, as a graphic designer, I know this is my role. I knew basic things, okay, I'll have to design logos, I'll have to design some creatives. I knew that much. But slowly as time passed by, there were so many instances wherein I did social media management also. I did content writing also, something which I never expected. And something I would actually run away from, because like I can't do all this social media and
Not
stuff.
your cup of tea.
But when I actually handled also social media and all for a few days, it was something so new, and I obviously got to learn so much. Maybe I won't do it again in my life, but it was an experience that okay, I have done something in this part also, and I know some things about it. So I've done like content writing also. I've done like ideations, strategizing, all the sketching work, and then digitalizing all this. So I have tapped into a lot of fields other than graphic design.
I agree, and I think that's the core of Blank's internal working operation. We might hire for a specific role, but we ensure once the person is in the company, or like by God forbid is out of the company leaving for some reason, they have we make sure that they have learned so much in every aspect, in every domain, that it would help them even if they freelance. So
Yeah.
that's something that you have also really coped up well. So
Yeah.
kudos. And what do you enjoy most about working with your colleagues, Komal, and being part of Blank's team?
So one very big disadvantage, which everybody agrees, is working from home. I didn't really realize कि इतना difference होगा, but like I missed on to so many things. But still, like there has been this connection with everyone in the team, because it's just on calls and messages now. So, jitna bhi, I mean, we've done, everybody has become like friends because they're all like my age people only. So you can like nicely, informally also talk with them. And everybody is so helpful. Like nobody has this ego thing or anything against. So I think that's such a good part. Everybody will talk to you properly, whatever help you need, they will be there. They'll do some of your work also, okay. Adjustment also, everything we do. So, okay, one disadvantage is working from home, but okay, it's working out.
So I think you should soon, like we were discussing the other day, you should drop to Surat and see how
Yeah.
team working is like here. We have lots of fun. We also eat cakes, and you miss all of that. Yeah,
Yeah, I
do
just
it for
like
some
to
time.
video call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now coming to some serious questions. So what are some lessons that you've learned during your time that you think others could benefit from? And now you can talk about the non-work lessons.
Some things would be definitely learning from your mistakes and listening to feedbacks, because many a times we think we've made this design properly, this is correct, but when you get another's opinion on it, it changes your thinking too. And I have experienced this in so many designs. Like sometimes you see, okay, this is the best I could do, but when you get others feedback, you get so many other options and varieties. Okay, this is also going to look good. So I think you should always be open to feedback and try working on those. Something else would be just being attentive and exploring tools, also exploring softwares. There are so many AI tools which are coming up which could be helpful. So personally, like I have never explored, but I think I would love to, and like I would tell everybody else also too. They are helpful. You just need to know the correct way to use, and there are so many tools on the normal softwares also that we use. I also
Right.
didn't know about Illustrator, Photoshop. I also didn't know, but there are other team members who know. So it's just learning those small tricks also from them helps a lot.
Yeah, I think and that's what experiences are called for. And I think your message is so important that the lessons that you've learned is being open to feedback and being open to adapting any new techniques or tools, because these two things will only take you a scale upper, right? So I think that's
Yeah.
great, and I hope you learn a lot more things being here. Any advice that you would want to give, Komal, to someone considering a career in our industry and wanting to join the team?
Wanting to join the team, be prepared for a lot of experiences.
Okay.
Definitely.
Well
Be
said.
open to, yeah, be open to trying out things which you've never done before, and I'm sure you would enjoy it. You would learn something out of it. Probably at that moment you'll be like, I can't do this, because that has happened with me too. I get
Okay.
irritated ki okay, 10 times I've done, ab nahi ho raha hai. But still, if you just have that little thing ki no, okay, I'm almost there, let's do it types, and everybody in the team is there to support you, so you just have to take that step and work towards it. Design is a field, I think, which follows a lot of trends. So we should just be open to that, and also be open to what is exactly needed from the client. So understanding is another important thing, I would say.
I agree. I think bridging the gap between the trends and client needs is so
Yeah.
important nowadays. Looking ahead, what excites you about the future and your continued journey with this company?
Trying out more things, more projects in more different fields. I think this just sums up everything.
Yeah,
So
I agree.
yeah.
But like I also was talking to you about trying out different domains, like not just design part, because like
Yeah.
see, I think uh, there's some skills that anybody can learn, but at the end of the day, how you can upgrade those skills to gain more domain experience, different domain experiences, uh, takes you a lot higher in your career graph. So I think we were talking about that. Do you have any comments on that, or do you want to conclude? Anything based on that?
Yeah, I think it's necessary even after you finish your graduation, it's necessary to understand what you exactly want. So, yeah, like we spoke, there's no harm in exploring different things, not just related to your field. You never know, you might do your degree in something, but you might end up doing something else. So, I think this point it's really important to explore, and there's nothing wrong or there's no time to try out different things. You never know what might just strike your luck and you might just continue with that. Yeah, this is what I feel.
Great. So let's conclude this with a very simple last question. I think you will need to use your memory here. So any funny moments that you remember during your tenure here? Anything
Funny
funny?
moment.
Maybe with a client or maybe with internal team members.
Probably I miss out on all this because of remote working. That's why I think I'll come. When I come, I might have many experiences to share.
Yeah. So when are you booking your flights?
Mostly this month. Like, mostly nahi happen this month.
Chalo out, then we'll plan something great for you.
Yes.
All right. Great. Thank you so much, Komal. Thank you for taking questions. Now you may get back to work.